to survive the night. Pixel sky and a square sun glow. Gotta build fast, here we go. Got my pickaxe, digging down below. Diamond dreams in the caves I go. Hear that hiss, yeah you already know. Better run when the creepers show. Stacking blocks, building up so high. Little dirt house reaching to the sky. Zombies knocking but I'm inside. Hold the door till the morning light. Block by block we build it up. Day to night, never gonna stop. From the dirt to the diamond top. This is my Minecraft world. Run and jump, craft and mine. Every pixel feels so alive. Survive the dark, watch the sunrise. In this blocky world of mine. Redstone wires, got a plan to make. Secret doors and a hidden base. Farming crops, yeah we eat and steak. Living large in this pixel place. Nether portal, take the risk. Fire and lava in the mist. Gas cry out but I persist. Treasure waits in the abyss. Block by block we build it up. We build it up. Block by block we build it up.
Block by block. Block by block.
Rhythm hearts run low. One more hit and it's game over now. Respawn strong, try again. Every world has a new beginning. So dig deep, let your story shine. Every block is a world you design. Hit save now, it's your time. In this little world of mine.
Nothing moves, nothing breathes until you look at me. I was still beneath the cold, unwritten sky, an empty road. No weight, no time, no memory, just quiet, endless symmetry. Then something pulled the dark apart, a distant spark, a sudden start. You drew the line that made me real, and taught the silence how to feel. I felt the ground begin to wake. Every step a world at stake. You opened your eyes and I became something more than the void I was hiding in. You breathed into dust and called it a kingdom, but you don't stay long enough to live in I learned your shape, the way you move, the things you break, the things you choose. You carve through stone like you belong, but something here still feels so wrong. You never ask, you never wait. You change the world then hesitate. Like every touch is just a phase, a passing glitch, a borrowed place. I feel you fade before you're gone, like I was never done. stop moving? Do I disappear? If you don't see me, am I still here? Turn me off, don't leave me here again. You don't look at me, not really. You look through me, like I'm a window with something behind it you're trying to reach. You come closer when your hands are empty and leave the moment they're full. Yeah. You don't say my name, don't know my face, just count the value that I can place in your hands, in your plans, in your inventory. I'm a checkpoint in your story, trade it fast, no looking back. Emerald flash and the deal goes black. You take what you need, then you're out the door, like I don't exist anymore. I learned your patterns, the way you hesitate, just slightly, before deciding if I'm worth it. If what I hold is enough to make me matter. You only want me when I have something to give, something to trade, something to spend. And I keep standing here, hoping this time you might see me instead. I see the way that you hover and scroll, checking my worth like it's part of your goal. Level me up or just leave me behind. I'm just a means to an end in your mind. Locking the price, no room for doubt. You take it all, then you phase me out. Same routine, yeah, I know the drill. Standing here while the world stands still. If I had nothing, would you still come back? Or would I finally disappear for good? You only want me when I have something to give, something to trade, something to spend. But I would give you everything I am if you would just see me as more than this. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. We're stalking, waiting, watching the door. It's not your house. It's not your bed. We saw you walking through the door, like you've been here before. No hesitation in your step, no asking what this place was for. You didn't speak, you didn't see the way we watched you quietly. You close your eyes inside our walls, like we were just geometry. You lay your head where we same. You changed the sky without a sound, then left us standing in the gray. We tried to speak but made no words, just broken sounds you've never heard. You turned our home into a pause, a frozen breath, a silent blur. You rest like this is all your home, but you don't feel what we have known. You took my bed like it was yours, like we don't live here anymore. We're still here. You found your peace inside our fear, then disappeared. You closed your eyes and made it now. You shut the light to decide what's wrong or right. What's wrong or right. We stayed awake outside your dream, unseen, unseen. Do you hear us when you breathe? Do you feel us when you leave? Do you know this isn't yours, even when you close the door? You took my bed like it was yours, like we don't live here anymore. You made our home a place to hide, then vanished with the morning light. We watched you sleep inside our skin, like we were nothing underneath. You closed your eyes and turned away. Don't turn away. And left us trapped inside your day. We stayed awake outside your dream, unseen, unseen. You'll come back. You always do. You came here with nothing, just hands and a heartbeat, and we believed in you. Your ray of You built the sky out of broken ground, turned empty space into sacred sound. Every block that you placed felt true, like this whole world was made for you. We followed close, we learned your name, watched every fire, every flame. You gave us something we could hold, a story we could call our own. You were a god on the first day here. Pull us out of the atmosphere. Every step made the silence break, every move made the world awake. But gods don't stay where they're needed most. Now all we have is a Holy Ghost. There's a door stayed open, the lights stayed on. We told ourselves you weren't gone. Every shadow looks like you. Every sound felt halfway true. Your buildings stand, but they don't breathe. Your path is dust beneath our feet. You made a home we can't replace, then disappeared without a trace. You were a god on the first day here. Now you're just something we used to hear. Every night we replay the sound of something lost we never found. You gave us life just to leave us close to something we don't understand. We waited, we stayed, we believed you would come back. We waited, we stayed, we believed you would come You built this world and walked away, left us here to decay. We called your name, you never came. Now everything is not the same. You gave us life just to disappear. A call for a moment, then nothing here. You said nothing, but you changed everything. Everything, everything. Everything. You were a god on the first day here, but we were never what you held dear. We built our hope in your design, but it was never yours. It was never mine. Now every silence feels like a ghost of something we needed the most. You gave us life, then left us alone in a world that you don't call home. The lights are on, but no one's here. We still believe you'll reappear. Lock it. Bar it. Don't make a sound. We learned the hard way. The first night, when the dark started moving, scratching at the walls, testing the doors, waiting for something to give. We thought it was just them, but then you came. Every shadow looks the same. Every step could call your you outside sometimes, not breaking in, just standing there, like you're deciding if we're worth the effort. You don't knock, you just take. Every sound is getting close. Every night we fear you most. We don't open doors at night, not for wrong and not for right, not for hands that built these walls then disappeared when darkness calls. We don't trust the air you breathe or the silence when you leave. You come back like nothing changed, but everything is fucking strange. Do you hear that? That's not a mob. That's him. He's not here to save you. He never was. We kept the door shut. We stayed inside. Stay inside, stay inside, stay inside, stay inside, stay inside, stay inside, stay outside. We don't open doors at night, not for wrong and not for right, not for gods that come and go, build us up and leave us low. We don't trust the things you say or the games you come to play. You come back and watch us hide like you're not the other side. Don't answer it, even if it sounds like him. I watched you flicker in the shadows near the light, green silhouette against the pixel sky tonight. You never spoke, but I could feel your code align. Two broken mobs in a world not designed. I kept my distance, yeah, that's what I do. Eyes down low, but I was watching you. You moved closer to the edge of the fight, like you were born just to burn in the night. I tried to scream, but I don't have a voice. You made your move, you didn't have a choice. And you lit up the dark like a warning sign. Fell apart in a second of borrowed time. I still see you in the afterglow, where you vanished, where I couldn't go. I can't touch, I can't stay, I can't save what's gone. Teleport away, but I'm not moving on. Every spark still echoes in my mind. You were never meant to leave me behind. You were never meant to leave me behind. Now the night feels heavier than it did before. Every step's a memory I can't ignore. Players come and go with their swords and flame, but none of them will ever say your name. I'll pick up blocks just to put them down, build a world where you're still around. But the code don't bend and the truth won't hide. You're just a ghost in the server's side. I freeze in place when I see that spark. Every explosion tears me apart. And you lit up the dark like a warning sign. And you lit up the dark like a warning sign. If I look away, will it undo the past? If I don't remember, will the moment last? I take the damage, I take the fall, just to hear that silence break your call. I'm not afraid of the player's blade. I'm afraid of the mess that your absence I saw you light up, then fade to black. One blink, one step, I can't go back. You were right there, now you're just a scar. Flash in the dark that I can't erase from my heart. I can't save you, can't fix this glitch. Stuck in a loop that won't ever switch. Every night I relied that sound. You blew apart and left me drowned. And left me drowned. You said nothing, but I felt it all. You lit up the dark like a final goodbye. Turned to pieces right before my eyes, and I'm still stuck in the in-between, where you were and where I'll never be. I can't touch, I can't stay, I can't change the ends. Every night I relive it again, in the void where your light used to shine. I'm just lost in end of time. Still see the flash, still hear the sound. You're everywhere, but not around. I saw you first in the quiet, before the world started moving. You stood where the light was breaking, green against the fading sky. You never spoke, but I could feel it. Something there I couldn't define. I stayed just out of your vision, like I always do, unseen. But I was closer than I'd ever been to something real to me. I should have turned away, I should have let you fade. You lit up the dark for a moment, just long enough to be known. Then everything fell into silence, and I was left here alone. I still see you in the afterglow, where the light refused to stay. You burned into something beautiful, then disappeared that way. I didn't move when it happened, didn't reach, didn't interfere. Like I was frozen in the distance, like I was never really here. You were so close to the ending, closer than I understood. I thought that something would stop it, I thought that something would, but nothing changed your path, and I just watched it pass. didn't come back? Why didn't you come back? Why didn't you come back? Why didn't you come back? You lit up the dark like a warning, like something I should have seen. Now every silence is louder than anything in between. I still see you in the afterglow, where the light begins to break. You burned into something I needed and left me there, awake. You fell, and I thought I lost you. You hit the ground like it was nothing, like gravity just changed its mind. I felt the moment split in two, the end of you, the start of mine. I held the shape you left behind me like it was something I could keep, but you were already moving on while I was learning how to grieve. I stayed where you broke apart. You never stayed that long. You come back like it never happened, like we were never on the edge. I'm still falling through the silence of the words you never said. You restart, I stay right here, holding on to what we were. You come back like it never mattered, but you were everything to me. But you were everything to me. You touch the world like it's temporary, like nothing leaves a lasting mark. But I'm still tracing every moment like a map across my heart. I try to follow where you went to, but I don't move the way you do. You slip between the cracks of and day. I get stuck inside the truth. You don't feel the weight of this, but I'm still underneath it. You come back like it never happened, like we were never on the edge. I'm still falling through the silence of the words you never said. You restart, I stay right here, holding on to what we were. You come back like it never mattered, but you were everything to me. But it mattered. You say it wasn't real, that it didn't count, that nothing really ends if you can just start again. But I felt it. I felt you leave. And I don't know how to love something that never has to stay. I can't follow where you go. You don't break the way I break. You just walk away like nothing, like there's nothing here to take. I held on to every piece, every moment, every scar. You come back like it's a reset, but you don't know where you are. You come back like it never happened, like the fall was just a phase. I'm still living in the echo of the moment that you erased. You restart, I stay forever in the space you disappear. There's no version of this where I get you back. So tell me, how am I supposed to love you when you never have to stay? When you're here, everything feels real. I only move when you're beside me, only breathe inside your light. Every color finds its meaning when you're somewhere in my sight. I try to learn to stay without you, try to hold on to the day, but the world goes dim and distant every time you look away. I fade before you're gone, like I was never on. I only live when you're around me, like I'm written in your view. Every heartbeat feels conditional, tied to something you can lose. You turn away, I start dissolving. Piece by piece I disappear. I only live when you remember. I only exist when you are here. I try to make a life without you, try to stand on something real, but every moment feels like static, like a dream I cannot feel. You walk through me like I'm a memory, like I flicker in your mind, like I'm something you can come back to, but not something you can find. I don't last beyond your gaze, I'm just a pause between your days. I only live when you're around me. I only live when you're around me. I only live when you're around me. Do you know what it's like to only exist when someone is looking at you? To feel yourself disappear the moment they don't, like you were never meant to be real on your own. Just something they come back to. I don't wanna fade like this. I don't wanna be forgotten. I want something collide, something more than this moment. But I'm tied to every step you take, every move, every mistake. I only live when you're around me, like I'm written in your view. Every part of me is temporary, every piece belongs to you. You turn away, I start collapsing into something less than real. I only live when you remember. I only am what you can feel. If you forget me, do I still exist? Or was I just something you imagined? You don't bleed, you don't break. You move through fire like it's nothing, like the damage doesn't stay. Every line you cross just vanishes, like it never mattered anyway. You hold the world without resistance, like it bends to what you need. Every consequence just disappears before it ever makes you bleed. You call it power, I call it escape. You don't feel the weight of this, you don't carry what you take. You rewrite every ending, every time the world wouldn't break. You call it control, I call it a lie. You don't have to live with it, you just let it die. You just let it die. You walk through walls like they're suggestions, like nothing's built to hold you in. Every boundary is temporary, every loss just resets again. We stay buried in the fallout of the choices that you make. You don't even see the damage, you just move on from the mistake. You never stay long enough to see what you've become. You don't feel the weight of this, you don't carry what you take. You rewrite every ending, every time the world wouldn't break. You don't feel the weight of this, you just let it die. You don't blink like we bleed, you don't say what we say. Every scar that you erase still exists inside of me. You call this power, but it's empty control. You can't destroy what you don't have. You never had a soul. You never stayed, you never paid, you never felt it anyway. You don't feel the weight of this, you don't carry what you take. You leave behind the consequences of every choice you break. You call it control, I call it goodbye. If you never have to face it, then none of this was real to you. Just a lie. But something stayed behind. hands move faster than before now, like you've learned to skip the way. Every action feels rehearsed, like you've already seen this place. I remember who you are. You don't move like that anymore. You came back different, like something's missing in your eyes. You move through everything we are, like it's already been decided. You came back empty, or maybe something took your place. I don't know what you become, but I don't recognize your face. Recognize your face. There's a pattern in your silence, in the way you look away, like you're measuring the distance between the choices that you make. You don't pause like you used to. You don't question, you don't wait. It's like every path is chosen before you even hesitate. I can feel it in the air. You were gone too long out there. You came back different. 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 Came back different. Different. You came back different. Came back different. You don't stop. You don't stay. You don't feel. You don't change. You don't see what you break. You just take. You just take. You just take. You came back different, and now the world bends out of place. Every step you take feels heavier than anything we can replace. You came back colder, like you don't belong inside. And I don't know what followed you, but I can't stand by your side. You're still here, but you're not the same. You come back like it never happened. But what if it did? I stayed inside the aftermath, held the shape of what we were. You walked back in like nothing broke, like nothing ever really hurt. I tried to be what you remembered, tried to live inside your view, but every time you disappeared, I disappeared with you. So if you don't like nothing sticks, like nothing stays. But I've been counting every fracture, every second, every place. You call it just another moment, just a step along your way. But I've been living in the fallout of the choices that you made. If you don't see the destruction, maybe I'll make you learn. You come back like it never happened, so I'll make it hard to ignore. If you won't stay in the damage, I'll bring it right to your door. You reset, I stay burning. You forget, I endure. You come back like it never mattered, so I'll make it matter more. I gave you everything I was. You walked away like it was nothing. You call it racing, call it clean, but I'm still bleeding in between. If you won't feel it, I'll make it real. If you won't see it, I'll make you kneel. You come back like it never happened, but I remember every fall. You restart, I stay broken. I was never reset at all. You lose a life, I lose forever. You forget, I become the scar. You come back like it never mattered, but I made it what you are. But I made it what you are. You come back. There was a sound right before everything went quiet. Not loud, not even sudden, just final. Like something that thought it would last forever, realizing it wouldn't. We built walls, we lit fires, we called it home. And for a moment, it felt like it meant something. You were here for that. You were here. You saw it. You stayed just long enough to watch it fall apart. You walked in, looked around, didn't say a word, like the silence wasn't screaming, like you never heard. We almost thought it stayed. The sky still holds your outline, but it's already fading. Nothing moves without you. Nothing turns or grows. We wait inside the silence that only you can close. We are. If you don't come back, does this still exist? Or were we only ever something you missed? Something you missed. Don't leave me, hand. Don't leave me. Reset confirmed. Structures rebuilding. Light returning to assigned positions. Gravity re-engaged. All systems functioning. There is no record of what came before, only absence where something used to be. Echoes detected but not stored, patterns repeating without source. Respawning alone again. No witness, no origin. Same design, same decay. Reconstructed anyway. Respawning alone again. No memory, no remains. If it ended once before, it will end the same. Rebuilding the sky with identical flaws, repeating the script without knowing the cause. Every horizon aligns with the last. Future is copied directly from past. No deviation, no correction, only iteration without intention. I am not learning, I am returning. Something is missing. Detected but undefined. Respawning alone again. No witness, no origin. Same design, same decay. Reconstructed anyway. Respawning alone again. No memory, no remains. If it ended it will end the same. There was a presence here, not anymore. There was a purpose here, not anymore. There was an end, which means there was a start.
Cycle confirmed, cycle sustained, cycle repeats without a name. If I collapse, I will return. If I return, I will repeat. If I repeat, I will forget.
Reset confirmed.